Hey guys, Mr. Richards here. Thank you for clicking on that link. This is the plumbing class, or actually the ACM class. It's the intro into plumbing. This is module 1, section 1. Take notes as I direct you to, and you'll do well. This is module 1, basic safety, construction site safety orientation. Section 1, the objectives describe the importance of safety, the causes of workplace incidents and accidents, and the process of hazard recognition and control. When you take a job, you have an obligation to your employer, coworkers, family, and yourself to work safely. If you're following along here, you'll see that I have highlighted safety is a learned behavior and attitude. That is true for all employees. It's not something you just inherently do all the time. You must train and learn. They have meetings about this every week to develop this safety culture. Companies with strong safety cultures, they typically have fewer at-risk behaviors, lower incident and accident rates, less turnover, lower absenteeism, higher productivity. You should just really write that one down right there, though. Keep that in mind. Less turnover. The fatal 4 are here, and that is falls, struck by, electrical shock, called in, unsafe acts. There's that PPE, personal protective equipment. Equipment or clothing designed to prevent or reduce the injuries. Okay, I see another note. Unsafe conditions. Some examples of unsafe conditions are congested workplace, defective tools, equipment or supplies, excessive noise, fire and explosive hazards, hazardous atmospheric conditions such as gases, dust, fumes, and vapors, inadequate supports or guards, inadequate warning systems, clutter, work area, poor lighting, poor ventilation, radiation exposure, unguarded moving parts such as pulleys, drive, chains, and belts. All right, examples of unsafe conditions. Those 3 right there are key. Job safety analysis, or JSA, let's call it JSA. The task is at hand is broken down into individual parts and steps, and then each step is analyzed for its potential hazards. We're going to join PVC pipe. We're going to be dealing with some chemicals, all right? We're probably going to need some sort of respirator, some sort of masks, to protect our lungs. Need some sort of glasses or face shield to protect our eyes. Probably going to need some sort of gloves to protect our skin, dealing with chemicals. That's how you think about that JSA, and what it looks like and how you would write it down is something like this on the next page. Joining PVC pipe, today's date, by the end of today's date. Hazard is chemical hazard from primer and glue. Control could be the PPE worn, gloves, glasses, and face mask, or some sort of respirator. You would prefer to have this type of setup done outdoors to where you can have even more ventilation. Risk assessment. Whether an action is considered safe or is often a matter of evaluating risk. Risk is a measure of the probability, consequences, and exposure related to an event. All right, that's important. Here is a safety data sheet. This is Weld On. All right, so if we go right down to the section 8, we're going to identify that we're dealing with some sort of chemical. Engineering controls, use local exhaust as needed. Perhaps you want to be in a well-ventilated area. Avoid contact with the eyes, wear splash-proof chemical goggles. Okay, that's talking about the eye protection. It's talking about the skin protection and the respiratory protection. Low VOC cement for PVC plastic. And again, this goes through all the sections, and all of them are the same as far as what they're labeled as. So this physical and chemical property will be significantly different than that of, say, a mineral spirit or something in the painting industry. There will be this same section, but it's going to have different data. All right, and that'll get us through section 1. Can't wait to see you. We'll probably come in, take some tests, do some performance profile test, and we'll get through this. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. There will be more to come. We'll be into module 1, section 2 next. There's actually 6 sections in this module. We'll go through it quickly, and we'll be ready to test soon. Stay tuned. Later.